Hi everyone, it's Mal. Today I'm going to be doing a hair tutorial for you guys. Decided to go with what I call the twist. And there are basically a couple different ways to do it. It's really honestly twisting your hair, but then there are different ways to do it. So first of all, I usually do this with my hair damp. So when I'm doing my makeup at home, I just put my hair back in a bun so that it will start to dry. And then, as you can see, I have really curly hair. So I have thick curly hair, so if that is you, this will be a great style for you, and it works really well if you do have semi-damp hair. So first of all, product is really, really important. You wanna make sure you've got the right product. So I do a mix of products. I love product cocktails, as I call them. So for this one, I'm gonna use Dad Climate Control Heat and Humidity Gel. And then I'm gonna mix in some Marrakesh oil, which is a styling elixir. And so this protects your hair, conditions your hair, makes it really shiny. It's great. This has like hemp seed oil, things like that. And then this is great for humidity, controlling flyaways, which can happen easily with this style. So basically, just want for the gel, you want maybe a quarter size, but also it depends on your hair. If you have really thin hair or you don't have a lot of hair like I do, you want maybe half of this. And then the oil, I go in and just put 2 pumps. Again, if you don't have a lot of hair like I do, you don't want that much. And then just mix it in your hands, and you want to start half shaft. So that means like halfway down your hair, and then really make sure you get inside your hair and then all the way down to the ends, and then come back and get the roots. Because if you start at the roots, you'll get all the product there, and then by the time you get to half shaft and down, you won't have enough product. So you want to start halfway down, and then you're all good. So you can do this dry as well, but I prefer to do it when my hair is still a little damp. Number one, because I'm lazy, because my hair takes ridiculously long time to blow dry. So this is a great style when I'm rushing, I don't have time to blow dry it, I don't want to straighten it, and also I think it just works better with your hair a little bit damp. With the product, it works better, and you can kind of manipulate it a little bit more. So that's what I'm going to do for product for right now. I've got a little bit more that we'll put in later. But so what I'm going to do is first show you, this is also great if you're growing out your bangs. Basically, the entire thing is just twisting. So what you want to do is, and the first rule you have to remember, if you're a perfectionist like I am, forget about it. Not gonna be perfect, okay? So you cannot let that get in your way. You have to remember just to kind of let it go. Just really have fun with it, let it be easy, okay? So I'm gonna start, and I'm just gonna show you one way to do it with your hair down. So this would be great if you're growing out your bangs, or you just wanna keep hair out of your face, and then you wanna keep the rest of your hair down. So you wanna kind of pull your hair over to one side, start right behind your ear, grab a chunk of hair, and then you're gonna turn it back and just start twisting. And then you'll grab another chunk of hair and twist that back. And then the next chunk of hair, include that, twisting it, and grab the next chunk, twisting it. And so you can kind of see as I go, I'll kind of pull different pieces, kind of go in and fix some if I see that they're a little too loose. Twist it all the way around to your other ear. So you're going to twist it all the way around to your other ear, and then just grab bobby pins. And I have such thick hair, it takes a couple bobby pins for me. For you, you might be able to do it with just one, but I'm gonna crisscross them in the back there. So they're kind of hidden under. And so there you go. Simple as that. So that's really honestly the entire technique. So then you can do different styles with it. So this is just doing the front, just getting it out of your way. If you're growing out your bangs again, perfect. So I like doing this, just keeps it out, and then you can have your hair down and you can have it curly, straight, whatever way you want. Okay, so that is the first one. So I'm actually gonna take these out now. Okay, so I've got my hair back down now, and so now what I'm gonna show you is what I call the full crown. So we're gonna start again right behind the left ear, and again, you can start on the other side if you'd like, if that's more comfortable for you. I like to start on my left side, and we're just gonna grab that chunk of hair and start twisting. And now this, you want to make sure that you've got kind of a separation. So right here, I'm going to kind of make a part with my fingers. And if you've got one, you can take a comb like this and kind of continue that part and then pull it back. So that way you've got kind of two sections. You've got your front section that you're twisting, and then you've got this back section that you've just combed straight back. And so what you want to do with that is you want to just make sure that it is straight down like that, because that will show in the middle of your crown. So we're going to just start up front and keep twisting this front section that we created. Twisting, and so now we got to the part before we stopped, but we're going to keep going. So you're just going to keep twisting, and then I'm going to turn around here so you can see. So you're just going to keep grabbing from underneath right by those roots and twist around. So you want to keep that middle part as straight and flat as possible, so you can kind of feel it. And then once you get around here, you're going to start to get to the point where you've got almost like a ponytail. But just keep twisting. I'll turn back around here. And as you keep twisting, I'm going to pull that hair forward. And so now I've gotten to the point where I started, and so what I'm going to do, so you can see the twist, but I've got all this hair left over, right? So I am going to start pinning. So you want to start right here, and the whole idea is you want to get the pins as hidden as possible. So that's why I do it from the inside of the crown. And then this whole little tail, as I call it, you just want to tuck into your crown. And so I've got bangs, so it's a little harder, but that front section you'll be able to pin. So I'm going to kind of find the end of my tail. So I'm going to kind of feel around, and there's kind of the end of my tail. And I'm going to get a pin, and that's where you just want to kind of pin from the top. And so then right up here, I want to make sure that I hide that inner hair as much as possible. Pin that and get it into that crown, just like that. So now it's starting to feel a lot more secure right around here because that tail has been secured. So now we're just going to keep pinning, and so you can make this, so you can see right now I've got kind of different levels. So this was a little bit higher because I haven't pinned it yet. This one's lower. So you can play with it and kind of find the right height. So if you want really high, you want it to be closer to the head, whatever you like, whatever is your style. So it's obviously, it's got a vintage pop to it. So I like it to definitely have some height, but not be overkill. And then right around here, there are some pieces that are not quite laying so nicely. So what you're gonna do, and if you've got that, is I'm just gonna grab these and then tuck them under, and then stick a pin in. So same thing right here. Just kind of pull, tuck, and pin. And so the great thing is that with this hairstyle, you could put 4 pins in if you don't have a lot of hair, or if you've got tons of hair like I do and you need tons of pins, you can do that because you've got all of this whole roll that you can stick pins and hide them in there. So I am gonna put a pin right there, just tucking it under. And pinning. So again, don't be a perfectionist, because if you try to make it totally perfect, then it kind of starts to look weird. So you want it to have a little bit of texture to it, so it's not a complete perfect roll, so it doesn't look like you have like a cinnamon bun on your head. So this is kind of the end product. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take, this is Redken, it's called Rewind Styling Paste. You want some kind of styling paste or something that's gonna have kind of some hold to it. And then I'm just gonna rub it in my hands, and then what I'm gonna do is just lightly, just kind of follow your crown. And then for the back part, I'm just gonna lightly run my hands over everything. And so if you'll also probably at this point find a couple little places that feel like, oh, need an extra little pin right there to hide that. And then finally, I'm just gonna do a little hairspray. This is my absolute favorite hairspray. If you don't have it, invest in it. It is a little bit more expensive than maybe a drugstore brand, but it's maximum hold, finishing spray, tons of shine. So it's Kenra Platinum. I love it, and it smells really good too, which is always a plus for me. So I'm just gonna go around and spray. And we're done. So it's super easy. You can do it in 5 to 10 minutes. It's a great hairstyle. It looks like you spent a lot more time on it, and it is a really fun hairstyle. So it's a great vintage fun hairstyle. This is the full crown. So next, if you tune in tomorrow, I will show you the next style, which is going to be what I call the half crown. So tune in for more.